Well, it's been quiet at Fenway Park in Boston because of the quarantine until a week from this Friday, that is, May 29th. The Streaming Out of Fenway free live stream performance takes place, starring the wildly popular Boston-based band Dropkick Murphys. They'll be joined by no less than Bruce Springsteen, who'll join them remotely, a full electrical performance, no live audience, simulcast worldwide from Fenway a week from Friday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, on the band's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch pages. Ken Casey handles lead vocals for the Murphys. Ken, tell us about this big performance you guys have coming up.
Anytime I can get, listen, I started sneaking into this park over the right field wall back when I was 14, and I'm still trying to weasel my way in here any day I can. So if there's a walkthrough or anything, I'm here. And it felt great to be walking down Yawkey Way and into the park. And Boston and Fenway is Boston in summertime, is Fenway. So it's awesome. And, we did a stream on March 17th on 48 hours notice on St. Patrick's Day. And that was, we were able to do a full show because it was just as things were getting shut down. I think the day we did our performance, it was maybe no groups of more than 25 people. And then within days after that, it was, down to 10. And you saw everyone from Elton John to the Coldplay guy having to perform on their couch, So we were psyched that we could do a full show like that. And we wanted to do it again. And what we knew we'd need a lot of distance this time. So we were looking for some outdoor possibilities. But, like I said, Fenway is synonymous with summertime. We have a great relationship with the Red Sox that we're grateful for. And we went to them and they said, no problem. And we've played here many times, but we've never, nor has any band ever played on the infield diamond. They treat that like sacred ground. And, because there's not current baseball playing, they're being a little more lax with us. So we'll be basically in the positions of the infielders as we perform the concert.
I'm going to channel my Somerville, Mass-born father by asking, what would Rico Petrocelli think about the Murphys being on the infield? I think it's pretty cool. You guys are going to be at each base. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, so it'll be, guitar player Tim at third base, our banjo player Jeff at shortstop. Our drums will actually be on or right behind where the second base bag would be. Bass player Kevin will be where second baseman would be, and guitar player James will be at first base, and myself and Al will be running around the infield, doing a circle pit around the pitcher's mound, just acting like fools. I'll definitely be smuggling a ball and bat and a glove in that day, I'm sure. So.
That's great. I mean, you guys are such a live event. I know the vibe at one of your shows, and I'm sure you're going to do your best to capture it. With Springsteen joining you remotely, it's my understanding that he's going to play one of your songs, and you're going to play one of his songs. Am I guessing right that it might be something from We Shall Overcome, his Pete Seeger tribute? Because that's kind of in your wheelhouse.
It is that stuff's in our warehouse, and so is his Bruce's song "American Land," which is very Celtic inspired, and we're gonna do that song together. I've had the opportunity to sing that on stage with Bruce several times, including one night here at Fenway. And Bruce is so rock and roll; he doesn't give you any. I'll be at a show enjoying a Springsteen concert, and I'll get a text from the tour manager mid-show saying, hey, Bruce just told me he wants you up here for the encore. And you're like, what? And so I've got to sing it here with him, and now I'll get to do it again. We're going to have him up on the Jumbotron joining us because we figure that's the next best thing to having him here, unless he surprises us and choppers in and lands in center field. I don't know.
That's amazing. Hey, you are such a fan of Boston area sports. I know it's part of the band's identity too. And you voiced a documentary on our sister network about the Bruins. Can you prioritize your love for the 4 New England-based league sports teams? Go Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics. Put them in your pecking order as a fan.
Oh, well, you see me wearing my Larry Legend shirt. So, I would say So I'll talk about the Celtics first, not putting them necessarily at number one, but I was, my teens are in the '80s. I'm an '80s kid. I would say the Bruins, Red Sox are hand in hand. Like the Bruins were more my team, and the sports just so fast and rough. But the Red Sox and baseball, like it's so summertime and such a family thing, and those are the two sports that I would go to with my grandfather who raised me. So growing up as a punk rock fan, like football was like the meathead jock sport. I wasn't really a football guy, but you could be a punk rocker and still like baseball and hockey. That was allowed to a degree.
All right, baseball and hockey. You're talking our language down here. We should also mention, Ken, that during the live stream a week from Friday, there's a text to donate campaign supporting three great nonprofits: Boston Resiliency Fund, Feeding America, and the Greater Boston Habitat for Humanity chapter. This great event, again, coming up as a free live stream a week from Friday, May 29th. The Dropkick Murphys, joined by Bruce Springsteen. We really appreciate the time, Ken. Best of luck. We'll be watching a week from Friday, man. Have a great time.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for letting us do this, MLB, and God bless you guys. We'll see you on the 29th.